news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the three lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Every day is about winning with Oneplay on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info Daily Winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. Oneplay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. You are listening to Open Thought on the sunny side with Joyce. Let's talk. listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Hey Lagos, don't forget that you too can win money on here on Nigeria Info, courtesy of Oneplay.ng. Now, I know I have said this time and time again, but I mean, does the money ever get too much? All you have to do is go to the website www.oneplay.ng. That's number oneplay.ng. And when you get to that website, pick your station, Nigeria Info, follow the instructions, and in a few seconds, your ticket will be in the draw. A ticket is 500 naira, so you can play with 500 naira or more. And if you don't have a smartphone, well, not to worry. All you have to do is dial the code *347 *880 *3#. *347 *880 *3#. Now, playing with 500 naira or more can also get your tickets in the draw. Now, remember that the more you play, the better your chances of winning every day. There's money to be won on the Money Crossfire. There's money to be won on WhatsApp Lagos. 3 people, in fact, win 25,000 naira on the WhatsApp Lagos show. And on Sunnyside, there's money to be won on there as well. Yes, there's also money to be won on Game On shows, weekday, weekend, money everywhere. But that's not even all, because every Friday there's a jackpot of 50,000 naira per show. And you, my dear, can get some of that money. All you have to do is make sure you're playing during the week, and automatically you get qualified for the weekly jackpot. Remember, your chances of winning are still the same. So whether you're playing on a smartphone with the website www.oneplay.ng, or you're doing it on a dataless phone or a small phone, yes, that small touchlight phone, if you're dialing the code *347 *880 *3#, either ways, your chances of winning are still the same. Okay, remember to play responsibly, Lagos. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're under 18, this is not your group chat. Please, you can now excuse us. All right then, 18 and above, let's start playing and let's start winning. There's money on ground. Do you want to get it?
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. It's 33 minutes past 12. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon to you. It's Open Thought Tuesday. My name's Joyce. And frequent flyer on Open Thought Tuesday, Kemi.
Hi, Lagos.
So I left her in your hands. Did she treat you well?
More like did they treat me well?
No.
More like did I go home and my body was not hot?
Did she treat you
I'm
well?
PTSD.
Did she cater
My
to
body's
your?
already heating up.
Did she cater to your logic, your imaginations, your emotions, your desire for conversation? She's looking at me like it's not supposed to be her duty.
Their logic?
Did she cater to your intellect?
Yeah. That's a bad cry.
She's giving me feedback. Yeah, it's really moving me to tears. It's really kind of funny, but you know, hi. All right, good. My name's Joyce. Welcome. We're 99.3. We're Nigeria Info. The sunrise is here. Okay, so just by way of a quick awareness, I would say, if you're using the Nigeria Info app, well, first of all, Nigeria Info listeners outside of Lagos, hello.
Hi.
You know, sometimes, I mean, we don't forget that you're there, but you know, as you're not in front of our eyes like that, we have you in our heart. Yeah, I just wanted you to know that we're aware that you are there, and maybe we should seize the moment to say hello, how are you? Thanks for listening. All right. Okay, good. If you're having any issues with the Nigeria Info app, I'll suggest that you go to the, hold on, how did he put it? Please, just give me a moment. You go to the top right corner, I believe, of the app. You click on settings and you select best audio quality. Yeah, because I think we've had a number of those kinds of issues in the past. And I just thought I needed to say it because someone recently had mentioned that they were not getting our signals from wherever they were. So I just thought it would be necessary to remind you that if you're using our app, just go to the settings on it. I think it's either the left or the right. Excuse me. You click on settings. You find best audio quality output, something of that nature. You click on it and you should have us exactly where you want us. All right. We want to thank you so much for your commitment to radio, for loving us, for enjoying the conversation, for coming through. I think sometimes like you do everything that you can to make sure your radio is with you, and that really makes us glad. All right, thank you so much. Today on the show, I want to talk about these trucks on our roads. That's our first conversation this hour. There's a story that has developed into utter misery. It's been a very sad story in its development, however it has developed in the past. But I think maybe this one is an opportunity for us to properly interrogate what could be happening, whether to our awareness or the choice that we tend to be indifferent about some things that happen in society. I was coming back, I think about 11 p.m. last night. We must have driven past, I had counted 7 or 8 trucks. And in my head, I thought, okay, in the absence of any other better means of transportation, maybe this time of the day is better, but I'm going to subject that to your thinking. When you hear the story, I will paraphrase a story that you may already have heard, but we need to talk about it. The FRSC put out a statement, and I think we need to look at that statement. And I want Nigerians to look at their lives and figure out what exactly they demand from the government. There's a reason why it's important that we are involved in this tragedy. There's a necessity to partake of outcomes, social, political, cultural outcomes, because whatever that society is has a direct impact on you. And it's for that reason that you must be a part of it. It's for that reason that you must, to the best of your human conscience and with the collective force of a people who want the good for everyone, be involved in these kinds of situations so that it doesn't repeat. And if it does, what do the people say they want? Otherwise, these things are happening. The poor are dying like flies. They don't even get enough rest and peace. And let me even attempt to categorize how useless rest and peace is. When you say it to a person who did not want to die, when it wasn't willful death, when it wasn't death of old age, where due to someone else's indecision, carelessness, someone will die, and all of you just gather at that point to say, rest in peace. I mean, it's not only useless, but it's the fact that as a community, we may not have given that person anything. And even worse, we have taken life from them and we have done nothing to give justice to them. So we need to talk about that our first hour. Second hour, Kemi's going to introduce our topic to us.
Yes, Lagos. Second hour, we will be talking about the right spouse. So is it a myth or is it a proven truth? So
are you guys still looking for that? Before? No, hold on a second. I think the whole mentality of right spouse has died. I think everybody's looking for
that's why I said, let me ask them. Let's hear their experiences
the
or what they feel.
Who has money. At this point, you're dating rats with money, mouse with money.
So basically, they're all outside.
Monkey with money. Once the thing goats with money. There's nothing you're not doing for money out here.
Good.
I think it's very interesting a conversation because
Good.
Some people have sunk lower than goats, so some people where they are, man. They're a handshake away from hell. So we need to talk about that because, I mean, out of curiosity, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's just curiosity because now it's like it was something, and right now it's like it's looking like it has become a myth.
Let me tell you why
was it still a proven
Let me even tell you why your gist is interesting. While I was away, I saw a clip, and it was a video of a lady who was, I think she came on social media because she saw a post, and the post was, "My husband is I'm married to my husband. We have a child, and he's cheating on me with a woman who has 2 kids." So that was the screenshot to the video of the woman whose story I'm trying to relate. So another woman sees that and comes on social media and says, "Oh, I'm married. We don't have a child, and my husband is cheating on me with a woman who has 3 kids, and she's out of state, and my husband travels there to be with her." And then she goes on to say that I will not leave the marriage. And then she brings out, I wasn't even sure what she brought. Someone was, the person who was translating the video, because it wasn't Yoruba. The person who was translating the video was like, "Oh, this is like her marriage certificate." So she put out her marriage certificate to say, "Look, I'm legally married to this person. So if you are dating him, just know that I'm not going to leave him." And I thought,
She's fighting.
and I thought, I guess it's not. Is there anything like bad anymore? I think it's just conditions. I think it's just conditions, and people are making of life what they can. It's like, look,
When life gives you lemons, squeeze it.
because usually the problem, well, maybe it's not usually, but sometimes half the debate is one spouse doesn't know.
Yeah.
But I think
right
we've
now,
also found people who
who know and are just
you know.
Oh, almost like an instance I gave last time where somebody was talking about this marriage thing, and just like the other man just told the woman that her husband was cheating with.
Bring it back.
So this man is married, has kids. The husband brought the person he was cheating on the wife with to the house. So it's not in a bad way actually. Because the wife knew.
Oh.
The wife had known from the get-go. Immediately that relationship started, he knew. Immediately he said, and she knew the reason why her husband needed to do what he did. So when they came, she welcomed her into the home. The woman was like, it's so strange. I can't stay here. I would like to stay at the hotel. She was like, no problem. So when they went out, she was like, I know that you are in love with this man, right? Like, yeah, but you see, that's the problem. She was not like, but that's a weird thing to say to a woman that your husband is. He said, no, it's not weird. You people feel like you can own people. But somebody doesn't choose to be owned. They decide where they want to be.
Is that a response?
That was her response. The wife telling the side chick, let's just call her side chick. And then she was like, you can't hold someone that doesn't want to be held.
So basically, that's her justification for the husband being with her.
Yeah, her own justification was like, a person floats wherever he wants to float to. So, like, you can't own a person, you can't keep him down.
Okay.
And don't forget, I'm his wife. His loyalty lies with me first.
So
before any other person.
So I'm confused. What then is loyalty? Is loyalty that he comes back to the house, or the loyalty is what is loyalty in this regard?
Quote and unquote.
What?
I also saw another movie that buttressed that point, saying like,
what is
I'm
the
married
loyalty
to
here?
him. Every other person is like, what?
He's loyal
side
to
piece.
me.
Yes.
How is
So
he loyal
he will
to
go out
you
there,
if
do whatever, but he
has-
will not forget home. It's like, I'm home.
That's
the rest are just like, y'all are just things that
Well,
they can pick and use and drop, and things that they can pick and use.
no.
That's
It's
how
not a
some of
picking
them.
and a dropping at this
That's
point.
how some of them feel like you can't take him out. He's here.
They
you
don't
can
even,
borrow.
They don't
it's
want
fine.
him. No, but they don't even want him out. They want him where he is. The obligations are next to none. As long as he's coming with bread, and he goes home to wherever or to whatever, and he's back the next day.
No, some people want him to.
No, but the stories you're even telling.
Yeah, the stories I'm telling.
Okay,
The people
okay.
outside might actually want him out.
Okay. So
The people inside know that he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
And it just applies to real life scenarios where you see married men.
You can
I
tell
know
the
he's
sun is up in
cheating.
the sky because this
He's cheating,
conversation
but-
is going to be revelatory. I want to find
Don't
out.
anybody cheats?
It would be good to really know, like, the brain pattern, the reasoning, the pulse, the conceptions of society these days. And I think what's particularly interesting is people are making the rules as they go. Values change, morality changes, ethics change, everything has changed. And it's as though every time a person introduces themselves to you, you have to truly just sit back and brace up for a magic carpet ride, because it truly can get crazy and slippery too. Yeah, so our conversation on second hour would be whether how did you put it?
Is
a myth.
The right
person is a myth.
Is it a myth or a proven truth?
Oh dear. Open Thought Tuesday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to the Sunny Side. The Sunny Side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. So hello to Nigerians. Oh wait, Nigerians in diaspora. Hi. Somebody wants to, Tony from Heathersfield, UK, wants to come outside and fight.
Fight.
Well, what did he write?
He said, Joyce,
Don't
ever repeat what you did again.
Can you imagine?
He says, I've already prepared myself that no matter what the stress or chaos work throws at me, listening to you on the radio will keep me sane. And then, surprise, you didn't even show up without so much as a warning. Honestly, Joyce, do not repeat it again. Otherwise, I'll call the police.
First of all, Tony, come back here first. Let's fight, because this one, you're in the UK, you're raising your voice. Someone will think you are strong. Come back here. Come here, let's fight. Now, you're talking about what life throws at you. You're not even thinking what life's throwing at me. This violent form of love. This love where I'm supposed to just be inflexible. Is this love or is this control at this point? You see, this is why y'all have weird definitions of love. You love me, so if I had something I needed to attend to,
no,
I should ignore it because
they're like babies now.
Tony,
don't drop me.
Joyce. Tony, come outside and fight because how else can we really settle this thing? Because maybe I have to just knock you out. Look, I had to be away, and believe me, if it wasn't necessary, I love what I do so much. Like, I've done it in the most weirdest conditions sometimes. I love what I do. I never take it for granted. I needed to be away. Indeed, I had to. And no, I didn't miss you because we're back now. I want to discuss trucks killing people. Like, is this what you come back to? We're back now, and like I stepped into the studio and I heard the lady reading the news, and I was like, good God, yeah, here again. No. Reality.
Smacks you in the face.
Okay, so I'm gonna act like I'm interested, act like I'm really having fun, act like I care, act like I wouldn't prefer a paid holiday, like another month. Like while I was flying back, another month, I was like, I feel tired.
I don't know if it was Manny or somebody that told me that once you land back in Nigeria, like, I want to go.
No, like I really did feel, not psychologically, just tired. It kind of tired. I'm yet to find proper characterization for just tired. All right. We're ready. Let's talk. Okay, so there is something, and I think it's pressing even without touching me, and it is pressing because it touches me. It's pressing because it touches you, even though it's indirectly. But it's also pressing because it touches a Nigerian, and you are a Nigerian. And if you're wondering how something will play out, you can look at the last Nigerian it happened to and make your best guess. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce. And so, we've been hearing about trucks crushing people. And over the years, you hear that bridge, one truck toppled over, that other bridge, this place happened. And it really just dies at the talk, because you can tell that even after all that crying, all that pain, all that public reaction, a truck kills person another time sooner than it did the last one. And here is what has happened recently. There's a young lady called Fina. She was a former Big Brother
Nigeria winner.
Was she a winner?
Yes, she was.
Oh.
Fina won.
But no, she wasn't the winner for that edition, but she was a participant.
No, she was a winner.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, it was Fina.
Oh, okay. Oh, fantastic then. Well, she was on the Big Brother show. That's how she came to the spotlight. Yeah. And of course, social media, sometimes people want a listening ear. They tell personal stories, they tell general stories, they post videos of themselves being goofy, silly, ignorant, wise, whatever. Social media is a platform. You can have it. You want to be a star, here you go.
Okay. Big Brother Nigeria 7.
Oh.
Season 7, yes.
Well, maybe clapping now is probably the last thing she wants to hear.
Yep.
While I was away, I read that a truck had crushed someone. Then later, the developing story was that the truck crushed her sister. And then she came out on social media to say that she was calling out she was calling out the man, Dangote. I thought what she should have done was call out the company, but that's neither here nor there. So she She came on social media calling out, you know, this company, saying, you crushed my sister, you're not responding to messages, blah, 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 blah. And she did promise that she was going to follow this to the very end. And as stories developed, those who thought it was an opportunity for content plugged into it.
Yep.
And those who, wait, the only part I'm interested in. It wasn't just her sister. Apparently, there was a bike man at the scene. And then, of course, her focus would be primarily on her sister, but she also did reports rather sketchily about the bike man. So they took her sister to the hospital. This is me attempting to paraphrase the story, okay? Good. So they take her sister to the hospital. They try to contact the company. They said some people came who may have some affiliation with the company, met with her, drama here and there. Okay, eventually connection is established between her and company. Company is speaking to her. Company has, after a few days, agreed. She said she wanted her sister flown overseas. Company, I'm not sure what happened internally, but after a few days, company did say that they were willing to consider every possibility, including taking the sister overseas if she is certified safe to fly. Somewhere in my head, I thought they were moving too slow. Somewhere, I'm like, for an accident like that, anything you're doing it now. Like 1 minute too late, it's already too late. I thought they were moving too slow, but you know, I'm an observer. I really don't know. But I mean, it's a trailer crush. Your worst imagination will give you the best outcome. Like, how good does it get getting crushed by a trailer? Then she said that she took her sister to the hospital. At the hospital was another patient that had been, quote unquote, neglected. And the patient was another patient from one of these road accidents too. Okay, so she even was the one who mentioned that, they met someone at the hospital who had some road accident with one of these trucks and was receiving treatment but had been neglected. So her taking her sister to that hospital revealed the case of the other person who was at the hospital. Remember that the person at the hospital, her story was unknown until Fina's sister was brought into that clinic. Okay. Influencers got in on the story, those who were plugging to play for fame, whatever, that's not important. But bottom line of this story is, while they were yet deciding whether the sister will be, they agreed that the sister would be flown overseas. Then a message came that the sister had passed away. The company, the Dangote Group company, wrote to the public because, of course, it had become a public interest story. And then the FRSC wrote. So today, I want us to pick up this conversation from the position of the FRSC. But I also think we may be at liberty to extend the conversation beyond the FRSC. The reason I'm highlighting this is because I don't know how many I have heard Nigerians who have been crushed. And that was it. You hear it in the morning. 2 hours later, the story is over because something else has happened. I came into the studio and Kemi was telling me that there was a part of Lagos that went up in flames.
Yeah, Oluwotedo.
Yeah, blew up, right? And it was practically a 2-day fire. So we're glad the casualty there pretty much was next to none. But you can imagine when we have those kinds of incidences and reports of Nigerians who die. I mean, one is staggering. Two, nothing is being done. All right, we're going to go off on a break shortly. When we come back, I'll share with you the message from the FRSC. And then we'll open up the telephone lines. The responsibility of the government. And what exactly do the people, you need to make a demand. Now, let me tell you why you need to make a demand. Do you know that the only reason this story expanded the way it did is because of the social influence of Fina? Or even better, because she brought it out on social media to cry. Because there are people without social influences who have brought up sensational stories and the stories just had a life of its own. So I don't necessarily think it's about the followership, but about the fact that she was vocal on social media. Some of you are not vocal on social media. So we'll be right back to talk.
More talk, news and sports after this. Attention, secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November.
And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head-to-head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ debates banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
We're 99.3 and this is Nigeria Info. From the FRSC put out on social media, the Federal Road Safety Corps has received with deep sadness the news of the passing of Miss Ruth Otobo, and the lady involved in the unfortunate crash that occurred on Monday, 11th August, at about 10:30 hours near the sports complex of the Alchi Polytechnic. While the Corps has also ensured that the roads are safe for all to use, it's most regrettable that this crash had to occur, and despite all medical efforts, the female victim has now succumbed to her injuries. The Corps Marshal, on behalf of the entire management and staff of the Corps, condoles with the family of the deceased, the Students' Union, and Alchi Polytechnic community, and he prays for the repose of the soul of the deceased. Further and importantly, you would recall, the letter states, you would recall that following the crash, the Corps immediately took proactive steps to engage critical stakeholders towards preventing a reoccurrence. And I want us to underscore that. They say they immediately took proactive steps to ensure critical stakeholders to engage critical stakeholders towards preventing a reoccurrence. I don't know if there's any Nigerian who hasn't heard more than once, more than 5 times, this whole trailer falling on somebody, running into someone, crushing them. All right, I'm going back to the letter. They say, and I quote, these measures included convening a meeting with the leadership of the National Association of Nigerian Students to address their concerns and to provide a clear account of the Corps' ongoing interventions in road safety management. Furthermore, the Corps has since intensified its collaboration with major fleet operators, including Dangote, Bua, and other heavy truck companies, through structured training and recertification programs for their drivers. To this end, the Corps wishes to assure the public that the Corps remains committed to creating safer road environments across Nigeria, while noting that this tragic incident serves as a sober reminder of the need for collective responsibility. The Corps will continue to strengthen enforcement advocacy and stakeholder engagement to ensure that such crashes are averted in the future. Once again, FRSC extends its heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and pledges continued dedication to its mandate of safeguarding lives on Nigerian roads. Signed, thank you. All right, so now let's get to the heart of the matter. Well, first I must give to you the news update, and when we come back, what should the Nigerian government do about trucks? 1, 2. Well, I think that many of the accidents that happen, the incidences that are reported in the news, can also be traced to a lack of will to do what's right. And so what do the people demand in that stead? We'll be right back. My name's Joyce.
Our website, nigeriainfo.fm, is a trusted platform for more intellectual, trending, and exclusive stories with up-to-date analysis. We are not just the talk station of the nation. We are your #1 talk station. Join the league of fans consuming great news at www.nigeriainfo.fm and get rewarded for your time. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Resident doctors have issued a 10-day ultimatum to the federal government. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors warns it will go on a nationwide strike if its demands are not met by September 10th. The key issues include unpaid salaries, training fund arrears, and the downgrading of membership certificates. The doctors say the government has failed to fulfill its previous promises, leaving them with no other option. The Lagos State government says the second phase of repairs on the Ogudu-Ifako Bridge inbound island will begin Wednesday, September 3rd. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oyemuwa says traffic plans have been reviewed to ease gridlock. Motorists will face lane diversions near the bridge but can use Ojota Slip Road, Bagada, Third Mainland or Eco Bridge as alternatives. Oyemuwa appealed for patience and cooperation with traffic officers during the repairs. One person has died and 2 others injured in a road accident at Didi Roko in Wodogolonto on Ikorodu Road, Lagos. LASMA says the crash happened when a commercial bus driver trying to beat traffic collided with a truck. A passenger was crushed to death, while 2 others sustained fractures and were rushed to Ikorodu General Hospital. LASMA is urging drivers to avoid reckless driving and exercise patience on the road. At least 370 people have been killed in a massive landslide in Sudan's remote Mara Mountains. The UN says the death toll could rise as access to the area is difficult. Local group Sudan Liberation Movement Army fears up to 1,000 may have died after heavy rains flattened a village. Aid agencies are racing against time to deliver help. Beijing is staging a grand military parade to mark 80 years since Japan's surrender in World War II. President Xi Jinping will host 26 world leaders, including Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un. China is set to showcase new hypersonic weapons and drones. The parade highlights Xi's push for global influence and national pride. And that's all for the news. If you have a news report that you want us to cover, call us on 01-465-7175. Thank you so much for staying with us. I am Buluwatife. Jegede, the sunny side with Joyce continues.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow!
Is the sunny side.
They better know it!
With Joyce.
Let's talk.
It's Open Thought Tuesday. We're 99.3 and this is Nigeria Info. Welcome. The numbers haven't changed. The girls may have changed, but the numbers haven't changed. Telephone numbers.
All right. Mail line is 0201-2770-993. 0201-2770-993. Female number is 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. And WhatsApp number for WhatsApp callers, message, diaspora calls, well, that's 0809 597 5805. 009 597 5805.
We're ready. God, that took you all the year. That took
I'm
you all
not
three
want to hear Kemi. You rushed to. I didn't hear. I called it.
Let's talk about Nigeria and what the government needs to do about these trucks killing Nigerians who don't have a voice. And
Can we add explosions to the list too?
well,
I mean, it's similar.
absolutely.
It's
I totally
still-
agree with that. I totally agree with that. Hold on. I'm going to hold my thought for a moment. I'm really eager to just spit it out. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info. I'm sorry I lost you. Make it back. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Joyce. My
Afternoon
name is
to you.
Robert.
Welcome, Rob.
Joyce, let me single my thoughts to Lagos State, then I will touch that Awuchi incident that killed that lady in. Okay. Well, you see, there was some time ago. I don't really know the governor that was ruling Lagos then. I've forgotten his name, but this issue of truck movement came on, and the governor's opinion then was to restrict the movement of big truck, from the road during the day, and maybe they should move in the night. But I think Dangote took Lagos State government to court, and he won. And those big trucks start moving on the road. You understand? If you go to Marine Beach, down to Joelegba, you will see those trucks queuing. Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm with you. Yeah.
They will
Go ahead.
queue down on the road, go to my two, they are heavy, not Dangote truck, truck that are going to the port, with all sorts of security men, some of them allegedly begging money, all that. So I think about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, this man in power now, Sanwo-Olu, brought an idea about a trucking system where before you go to the port, there is a system, call-up system, Helen put it, because I work, I think, close to the port for many years, so I know how they operate. Before you can go to the port, you need to have if you don't have a call-up, you are not supposed to be found on the road. If you go to Tinker, for example, now, there is a place where truck park, I think Obanikoro owns it, something like that. So if you go to Marine Beach as we speak now, the roads are very clear because of that idea that the Lagos State government brought, and it's working. But as long I've been to my tour, I don't really know what is going on there. You see, this lady that died in Awuchi, I saw VDM engaging with some of the drivers, and his opinion was that when he interviewed them, some of them they have expired driver's license. And most of the truck that they write Dangote on their body don't really belong to Dangote, according to what BDM, Veritable was saying, that they just hide under Dangote, doing their normal business, that they are even defrauding the government of not paying tax, and, and the FROSC, that is the Federal Road Safety Corps, are not even holding any driver to accountability that your driver license has expired. And when you read the statement of the FRSC as regards the case death, I was just laughing up. I was just shaking my head. I did not laugh. In this country, we pretend too much. We try to do our job. We try to favor the rich. We know the right thing. The law lay affect the poor people. You understand? Even, Joy, let me tell you, most of the trucks that apply the road don't even have speed breakers.
So here's exactly what I think we can both agree on. We know what the issues are. Excuse me, please.
It's not supposed to be
Excuse
like
me.
that.
Excuse me.
A speed break. A speed limit.
Excuse me. I don't need you to regurgitate what the problems are. We know them. So here it is. What should the government do? And if these companies fail to manage the system in a manner that doesn't take away the lives of innocent Nigerians, what should the compensation be? I feel because nobody is being held to account, the Nigerian is getting to pay more a price than they can afford. A few days ago, I was reading the news, and a Utah judge awarded a family nearly $1 billion, the largest in the state's history, after a hospital was so negligent in handling a baby girl's delivery that the baby girl has suffered now disabilities, which medically they conclude is a lifetime of disabilities. They took the matter to court, and the judge awarded the family $951 million. So here is the thing. The next time a hospital is going to be handling a delivery, They're going to be careful. 1, 2, because they don't have $551 million to give to someone. And I'm not saying this to suggest that it has to be $1 million, but I'm saying because there is nobody being held to account. Because that, for example, the bike man, I want you to understand that with all of this that's happening right now, that the bike guy has just gone into the shadows of all our ranting. He's barely remembered. Maybe the only people who remember him now will be his friends, his mom, his dad, his siblings. Because the more you look at the story, the more the person who is weak in the system gets erased, practically, almost as though they don't count. So let's talk. Welcome to the show, Nigeria Info. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Okay, my name is yes, I'm calling from the point, if you're very correct, the point is that the country of peace, not only in this respect, in a manner that nobody cares the consequences of his or her own actions, especially the people in government. And when you do that, when that becomes pervasive, that country will go nowhere but down. That is whether it's a country, whether it's an organization, it will go down. Because what propels people to do better, to be more careful, is that the actions you're taking have consequences, whether you do them properly or you don't do them properly. And with that in mind, when somebody constantly has that in mind, you tend to improve, you tend to be careful, and that's how a system improves. We apart from corruption and all the rest that we worry about, the heart of lack of progress is that lack of accountability. Be it, you go to government hospital, who has ever been held responsible for anything? Go to police, who has ever been held responsible for anything? Go to the military, nothing. Go to the government, they hold no, even when they're talking, they don't believe they should be held accountable, and that is a signal that person is not a manager of people.
But I also think it's because the Nigerian doesn't even know that they deserve some kind of compensation for these kinds of violations.
Yes,
or these kinds of accidents.
No, because even many countries, people
I can't stomach the possibility that we can excuse them not knowing. So let's just go about what should the government do. One, and if the government fails to hold these people accountable, what should the price be? What should they compensate the victims?
No, the point is that even the government is the major culprit. It is for people like you and I. I'll go back to that.
That's why we're here, and I'm asking you a question.
Yes, and I'm answering you. Is to test to test the system. Me that is talking to you, I've taken 2 cases. One was for libel that you talk about, up until Supreme Court, and I was awarded damages. So the point is that when something happens like that and you feel sufficiently aggrieved, you should go through the process, even if that we believe that system is broken. It's also because people have not tested it. I
don't like that you're saying people, because you're the Nigerian. Tomorrow it can be you. I'm asking you.
No. And I'm saying that is what I would do. If something injures me to the extent that I feel aggrieved, I will take it up through the legal system. I won't be waiting for any government. I just gave you an example that me that is talking to you, in 2 instances for libel in this country, I took people to court, even the 2 national newspapers, up until the Supreme Court, and I was awarded damages. That's challenging the system. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying somebody who told me, and that case lasted 19 years. Up until Supreme Court.
What about these other Nigerians that don't have the means to do that? Because
the point is that even in other countries, if you follow the US and many other things, even that case you're referring to, they weren't funded by people. It's also people who stood up and challenged the system.
So you're asking the Nigerian people to get up and challenge the system?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Especially the people who know. Yeah. Thank you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to Open Thought Tuesday.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
My name is Samuel.
Tell us your name. Go ahead, please.
Yes. My name is Samuel, calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah. So as regards your question, you said, pardon?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Hello. Okay. So I think there's a lot of ignorance. The Nigerian people are ignorant.
About
the
what?
last caller was about their rights and the laws, those rights that favor the masses. I mean, most people are very
Talk
ignorant
now.
of some certain laws, and I feel like the best way is to do a grassroots sensitization to let people know about some certain basic fundamental human rights. Because if you don't know your rights, you get impeded upon. So I feel like to some point people have to be sensitized either by radio or television. But I feel like the radio has more captive audience, and the radio is a very, very able tool to do that too, as well as also implore people in the grassroots to also sensitize people on certain things, on certain.
Hey, wait. If I killed your mom, if I killed your mother,
Pardon?
what education do you need?
Starting from the basics, like just normal, like this whole incident that happened now, it has opened a whole lot of people's eyes to now actually realize that that but it shouldn't be. Hello?
Thank you very much.
What's in the air?
Rest.
I need to go back. Like, what is this?
Chill is what WhatsApp caller is with.
WhatsApp caller.
Hello, Joyce.
Good afternoon to you. Nigeria Info is open thought. Good God.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
What's your name?
Sorry?
What's your name?
I can't hear you.
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Jux.
Sure, go ahead.
Basically, I honestly think the situation is quite is a two-way stuff, because there are things they do, and I think there are things the citizens should also do. And of course, personally, I left Nigeria not quite long, but it was not until I left Nigeria I realized that there are some places where big trailers do not park. Like, in how many months now that I've been out, I've never seen, by driving here, I've never seen a trailer like those big Dangote trailer pass by me whenever I'm driving, not for one day. Because I don't know if they have a time they go, I don't know if they have a separate way, but I've never seen them not in front of me, not at my back. I don't think I've seen them anywhere. I don't know how it works. And that's why I say it's a two-way thing. And for the
Stop. Wait. I'm not even making this about you. So I'm not even asking you to manufacture a scenario. I have already given you a scenario. Do you have no comprehension? You have no judgment for this story. I am surprised.
No, to be honest with you, the judgment will have been for the law to take its course. But unfortunately, we know that it might not happen. The right thing might not be done. Because ideally, Fina's sister is supposed to get justice. In getting justice, she's supposed to be compensated. Her family is supposed to be compensated, despite the fact that she's dead already and everything. Now we're talking about now that she's dead. Because if she had not died, like you rightly said, things should have been done faster, which I agree with you. But now that she's dead, she's supposed to be compensated. The family is supposed to be compensated. Everything's supposed to be done the right way. She's supposed to get justice. But unfortunately, you and I know.
Why are you saying on? You sound like a defeated person.
No, but that's how the system is.
No. You can make a demand. 100 of you. If I killed your mom, you just say, well, you're supposed to get justice, but what is in the air today? So are you saying that somewhere inside of your human will is the conclusion that Nigerians can be crushed by trucks and we can just go about our business?
Joyce.
That's what you're saying.
The number of Nigerians that have actually been crushed by trucks.
And I gave you a scenario where, because Fina came outside on social media to cry, it's a conversation today on Nigeria Info. And the reason I'm highlighting this conversation is to juxtapose what silence does and acceptance and what an outcry can do. And you're not even here. There's nobody home. What are you saying? So if I killed your mom, you just conclude that you're supposed to get justice, but God will judge. We'll leave it to God, and you just go to sleep.
Of course, I will take action.
Why can't you speak as a man who has the will to take action?
Because the truth is, there is a height to where you can go as a citizen in Nigeria. Is the fact, if you get to that height and you can't take it, you just have to.
This is disease.
The justice system is next to zero.
So you in one breath, you want me to believe you have will for action. In another breath, you don't have will for action. Like, you're so contradictory.
I will push it to my limits. I will push it.
Why aren't you speaking about pushing it to the limit? Why are you saying, well, you're supposed to get justice, but you know you're not going to get justice? Thank you for calling me. I don't have the patience for this.
Maybe did know. The sunny side, Lagos. This person says, good afternoon, Joyce. According to the statement released by the Equal Solicitors and Advocates, the accident occurred only 6 days after Ruth had graduated from Auchi Polytechnic. Sudden death has left the family and fans in mourning. Yes, we know that. This person says, Joyce, welcome back. Is it possible for them to explore our railroad for these heavy duty cargos? This person says, good afternoon, Joyce. I'm Triple A from Ojo. Years back, 60s, 80s, 70s, 90s. It says all these items were taken every part of Nigeria we're taken to every part of Nigeria using the railways. Not this type of accidents, and all these type of accidents do not happen. Most of these drivers of these trucks take drugs before entering the road, although until this is still looked into.
Wait, Lagos.
Explain.
It sounds like something inside of you is dead. It's like you're
giving up.
It's like you're half alive.
Oh well, I was trying to make it through.
No, you're not even. You're dying. Okay. You're not making nothing. You're not you're not here. Nobody is home. Wait. So, is this an acceptance that, unfortunately, you will be killed and you will do nothing? Because there's no need for this conversation, to be honest. If this is the conversation, I'll just play music. Okay. Oh well, Kemi want to talk about. I think the only time I find you, I think the only time you come alive is when it's about a man and a woman and sex. Beyond that, I might as well just be speaking to plants. Because I get a better feedback. Kemi, read messages.
This person said, Joyce, welcome back. Drop your account. Let me offer you something for lunch.
But I love how you tackle it. No, it has to be a ticket. No, I need to just send me a ticket.
I need ticket, please. This person says, good afternoon. Please, I want to make this known. Maybe you are not in the shoes of the Nigerian we always refer as the poor, because if you do, you won't be talking about rights. No. The woman in question that was killed by Dangote truck is famous. If not, there is nothing you will do as a poor man. Yes, a truck killed your person. Nothing you do about it. No. Forget justice.
That was why I also highlighted collective outcry. That's also why I'm highlighting collective outcry. That when you come together as a people and you cry out, something will happen. How you miss it is beyond me. But I'll go off on a break. I can handle that.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Attention, secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November. And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head-to-head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ Debates banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Hey Lagos, don't forget that you too can win money on here on Nigeria Info, courtesy of Oneplay.ng. Now I know I have said this time and time again, but I mean, does the money ever get too much? All you have to do is go to the website www.oneplay.ng. That's number oneplay.ng. And when you get to that website, pick your station Nigeria Info, follow the instructions, and in a few seconds your ticket will be in the draw. A ticket is 500 naira, so you can play with 500 naira or more. And if you don't have a smartphone, well, not to worry. All you have to do is dial the code *347 *880 *3 hash. *347 *880 *3 hash. Now, playing with 500 naira or more can also get your tickets in the draw. Now, remember that the more you play, the better your chances of winning every day. There's money to be won on the Money Crossfire. There's money to be won on WhatsApp Lagos. 3 people, in fact, win 25,000 naira on the WhatsApp Lagos show. And on Sunnyside, there's money to be won on there as well. Yes, there's also money to be won on Game On shows, weekday, weekend, money everywhere. But that's not even all, because every Friday there's a jackpot of 50,000 naira per show. And you, my dear, can get some of that money. All you have to do is make sure you're playing during the week, and automatically you get qualified for the weekly jackpot. Remember, your chances of winning are still the same. So whether you're playing on a smartphone with the website www.oneplay.ng, or you're doing it on a dataless phone or a small phone, yes, that small touchlight phone, if you're dialing the code *347 *880 *3 hash, either ways, your chances of winning are still the same. Okay, remember to play responsibly. Lagos, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're under 18, this is not your group chat. Please, you can now excuse us. All right then, 18 and above, let's start playing and let's start winning. There's money on ground. Do you want to get it?
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Lagos, still the sunny side, but please do not forget. If I want to say please, every time I'm begging to collect money on this show, you'll be doing anyhow. 25,000 naira. If you like, don't play. Who play now and listen to me will be the one that I will pick, and the person will win. I don't pick the winner, the computer picks the winner. But still, play now. It's just 500 naira. Okay, 500
Why are you saying
naira.
it like you are the one who's desperate?
Because I could have won a lot, but I'm not allowed to play. Apparently. And they don't even give me text. They send nothing. I just call them and say, "Oh, you want 25,000 naira?" You take the money to market and that's it.
Give them the short code. Let's see how serious they are.
*347 *880 *3 hash. Okay, pick your station Nigeria Info. *347 *880 *3 hash. I've said it in English, now I'm saying it in Swahili. Play again. 25,000 naira is up for grabs on the sunny side, courtesy of Oneplay.ng, and you, my dear, can be the lucky one. If you have a smartphone, it's easy peasy. All you have to do is go to the website www.oneplay.ng, pick your station Nigeria Info, play with 500 naira, and that's it. We can just do the draws in the 2 o'clock hour. We will do the draws in the 2 o'clock hour.
Let me read this one.
And you can be the one.
Thank you. This one says I'm very high-handed. All right. I mean, there's the bike man whom you don't care about because he's not your brother, at least not in a very direct sense. There are other Nigerians who have died, and I can't believe you're not even offended at your own indifference. And I speak to collective response to issues because when people come together, I even thought that that's something that would readily just be the answer waiting for me when I make this a topic. I am not just shocked, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed at the lack of will for people who I want to believe that you know enough, one, to be Nigerian, two, you know how to fight for what's yours. You started fighting for what's yours as a child, secondary school, primary school, amongst within your family. I can't be the worst thing you've met telling you that it's not possible, that you don't know that if I killed your mother, you will not do something, including a collective outcry. And I'm surprised you're making me repeat it, because it's almost as though I'm supposed to explain to you what it means to take something like life from you. Am I supposed to explain that to you? You think I'm being high-handed? So if you got crushed by a tank today, or your son got crushed by a tank today, and then everybody comes to you and says, sorry, rest in peace, go to sleep, I'm the one who's being high-handed? You need to pay me for attempting to fight for you, because evidently it doesn't even appear that you know what it means to fight for yourself. It's Open Thought Tuesday.
Hello, Joyce. Is there any compensation that can bring a dead person back?
That's a separate conversation. You see, that's a separate.
It's part of this. My name is Rob. It's part of this compensation. You are not looking at what can prevent this stuff from killing.
I'm not looking at it. Why did I bring the conversation to radio? Are you trying to be funny?
That's what she asked.
You are more concerned about what should we get when somebody
Wait. What was the topic? No. Stop. Wait, please. What was the topic? Okay, so tell us the topic of the show. Hello, what was the topic? What is the topic of the show, please?
Excuse me, John. When I called you,
please wait, Rob.
I like to you.
Robert, what is the topic of the show?
What the government should do to prevent people from being killed? But it's like you are more focused.
Robert.
Joyce,
what is the topic of the show?
Let me listen to all that.
I'm trying to communicate. You see, you're not communicating. So it's not just that you do not.
We should look at the preventive measures first.
What topic? What was the topic of the show?
Killing people rather than.
I must put it to you that there are forces working against you, and it's affecting you, because there's no way I introduce a topic that says, what should the government do to prevent this thing? And in the event that the government fails to hold these people accountable, what should the compensation be? And then I even gave an example of a hospital 5 days ago that awarded a woman almost $1 billion because a hospital handled the birth of her child negligently. And I said that when you hold people accountable, they're able to be a lot more careful, because they don't have $951 million to pay anybody. Remember I said that? So no, you don't have a problem with the topic. I'm probably the enemy at this point. Okay. WhatsApp then.
Okay. This person says, Joyce, I would say that one can be seen as naive if you think, okay, power is all that you need to fight power in Nigeria.
No. Is any why?
This person says,
please wait. What is collective response? So I even gave the very shameful, extreme example of if I killed your mother. Do you understand what collective response does? Do you understand? So I gave the example that because this lady came out on
collective response,
because she came out on social media to cry, the story has picked up traction, and so people are talking about it. The story has, I can't believe it.
This person says, I want to believe that collective outcry should be in form of a peaceful protest, just as it was in the case of NSAS. The experience from that unfortunate event has made many Nigerians resign to faith, since every form of protest is now a ploy to remove the government and cause public unrest. It's quite unfortunate.
Okay, hold on. Can we agree that it's possible to separate a political protest from a protest where they killed your mom? Can we agree?
Yeah.
I mean, it really has to be that simple, clear. Right? Like, okay, so if a trailer crushed your mom and the people in the neighborhood decide to go on a protest and they declare that the reason they're doing this is because their mother was killed or their father was killed, that we can, to the best of all human intention, separate that from a political protest where someone is saying, we don't like the face of the president because he's not from the middle belt. You know, we don't like his name. He doesn't look so handsome. Like, we can separate that, can't we?
This person says, Joyce, you recall the dispatch guy who was maltreated by a member of the House of Representatives, whom VDM took up the matter, only to find out later that the guy that he was fighting for in a video was saying that he and the member of the House of Representatives had settled. The man had bought a car and gifted him, and in the video, the dispatch guy was seen apologizing to the House of Representative member who assaulted him earlier. Joyce, that is the situation in Nigeria when it comes to fighting for any injustice.
So, what do we have left? What options do we have?
This person says they are bad and oppressive government, and this person says, Joyce, there was a time where I was attacked in one of those big towers along Bodilon. I almost died, but God saved my life. And so when the police came and they asked me if I needed a case, I said yes. But Joyce, that case was turned down by the police. If what I know now, I knew then, I would have sued the owner of the building. It's owned by one of those politicians in Ikoyi, Lagos. Basically saying he didn't know that suing is a thing in Nigeria. This person says the legal process in Nigeria for redress is very exhausting and frustrating. From personal experience, the opposing lawyers and judicial officers often game the system. Adjourned cases frequently are the best at the slightest excuse. You may spend over 4 to 10 or even 15 years to get judgments in the lower court.
Okay, so is it possible? Please wait.
Okay.
Is it possible then? Now, the reason I needed to chime this in is because you're raising up all the reasons it cannot work.
Yes.
And nobody, maybe one person earlier, has spoken to maybe a remote likelihood that it can work. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
They're used to it, Fina.
No, because I don't even know what I'm hearing. It feels like a psychological collapse. Go ahead.
This person says, then at the appeal court, there's a long queue of old cases. It takes on the average 4 years for your case to even be heard for the first time. While at the Supreme Court, it's 6 years. But by the time final verdict is given, either or both litigants may be dead. The legal system needs far-reaching incentive reforms. The government is indifferent, and the NBA and NGOs are not giving this the urgent attention that it requires.
So here, from this message and from every other message, our recourse and the only thing we have left to do is to sit down, fold our hands,
and wait to die.
It's Open Thought Tuesday. Hello, welcome to the show.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Welcome, good afternoon to you. What's your name?
Good to have you back. Sam Raider.
Welcome, Raider.
I think if we don't set a precedent with this Dangote's case in a society where you know there are consequences for your action, that a company is likely to pay over 1 billion to 500 million naira as damages and whatever, they would not sit up. I hope that this Fina takes this case up like it has started, and Dangote, the company, is made to pay a huge sum of amount. It will send a warning to other companies. Joyce, this same thing happened to my nephew because she graduated from that same school. If not for the family rallied up, she would have been buried with him by now. So, whatever we are saying now might be anybody tomorrow. It could be anybody. See, you want to see how reckless these guys are in Lekki? At Lekki, this Lekki, your city, they are reckless. If they are told that, come, if anything happens, you cut somebody's life short, you will go to jail and will compensate that person's amount of money. They will sit up. Because at the end of the day, they know that nothing will happen. Now, that was why, when I was following BDM, the story, they took her away and said, we'll sell this and sort that. And if it was stated in black and white that this girl, if she passes on, you are going to pay 1 billion. Joyce, I believe that they would have flown that girl one way or the other, go through a private jet to India or wherever it was going to be treated. Because they know that we have been broken. We have a defeatist mentality. And that is why nothing will happen. That's why everybody's watching. Once that one happens, Dangote knows it's paying a huge sum of amount. Other companies will sit down. They will sit up. Hello?
Thank you for calling. Yeah.
So that's the thing. There's no, you see, it's one way in or one way out. No two way. Because it can't continue like this. You want to stress. I drive sometimes my work with some things I do around some areas I have to go do. You see these guys driving like they own the whole road. They look at regular cars as ants. Because it cannot continue. And another one will happen tomorrow, and we will sweep under the carpet. Nothing will happen until we take a stand. Do you understand? Because how could you have said that you were preparing papers for her to be flown abroad? I don't understand. How does that happen? With medical condition and reasons, she couldn't be flown until she died. They knew nothing will happen. And I'll be disappointed with our followership if at this level that we've got.
Wait, let's fix that. Let's fix that. What do you mean you're disappointed at her followership? Are they foreigners? They're Nigerians like you. What do you mean her followership?
No, I will be disappointed because she started this fire. She has to see to the end because since...
Wait. What do you mean she started this fire?
No, what I'm trying to say is that with the pace I think is going now, she's riled up everybody. Do you understand? I have not seen a message
Wait. She riled up everybody. Like you're saying, I'm going to scream. Wait, do you understand what's happening here? You think she riled up? You think her sister chose to go die by being crushed just so to rile you up?
No, look what I mean. That same hospital, there was somebody there who didn't have the same following, and she has been there for 9 months. Nobody knew about her until this happened to her Fina sister. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now that we are in the know, this same momentum, if she allows it go of like, okay, because they try to play smart, and that was how it started with. Because I was following the video between she and VDM, and we'll take it up from here, and that was how it went, and it swayed her.
I think psychologically you're doing something wrong. You're looking at this problem like their problem. You're not looking at this. You're not looking at this problem like you could be crushed tomorrow. It could be your friend tomorrow, or it could be you tomorrow.
I just said about my niece.
So my point is that isn't this supposed to be something that draws Nigerians together as a collective instead of isolate us, because this can happen to any Nigerian? We're driving past trucks every day. We're walking past trucks every day. On my way back last night, I must have driven past 7. So I come on the show today and I ask you, what is the role of the government? Because even Kemi was telling me that while we were speaking about this, that the FRSC FRSC had also written a similar letter in 2023, which she's going to share, meaning that at least in the last few years, which we have heard of people being crushed by trucks, letters have been written, meetings have been held, nothing has been done. So, if nobody's going to hold somebody accountable, well, then they should pay the next time a Nigerian dies. It is not a complex topic to have. Woo!
Joyce, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I did. Okay, maybe maybe what I said at the end wasn't right. But what I'm trying to say is that it could be anybody. It happened to my what's it called, my nephew.
What should the compensation be if the government fails in its duty to make sure Nigerians don't die by the truck?
No, if the company knows, like I said initially, once the company knows they are paying through their nose, they are paying over $1 billion as compensation, they will sit up. That's my
Is there something the Nigerian people should do as a collective?
Definitely, yes.
Or you just sit down, wait for Joyce to make it a conversation, then tell me how I'm more interested in you dying and making money.
We have to go protest. Then force the what's it called, legislature to sign it into act. Because another one will happen tomorrow, and because it's an influential company, they are quiet about it.
It need not be an influential company. It's a company. It's a juristic person. It has rights and it has responsibilities. The company can sue, so can it be sued. Maybe I need to share that.
We have lawyers that will take up this case. Like, what's it called?
Yeah, but do the Nigerian people also have a duty to collectively?
Yes, we do.
Ah, okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate.
All right.
Kemi's going to share with us a similar letter from 2023 by the FRSC.
Yeah, so it was more like a comment that they made to the incessant tanker explosions in the year 2023. So it says the Lagos State sectors of fire service and the Federal Road Safety Corps have begun engaging stakeholders and drivers within the petroleum industry over the recent trend of tanker explosions and spillage on the roads. They also said the then sector commander FRSC Lagos, Babatunde Farinloye, said FRSC considers petroleum tankers on the road as a safety critical operation, and to that extent they've continued to build interventions around the special class of road users to mitigate the risk level.
All right, so this was what year was that?
2023 October.
Okay, and then in June this year, fallen tanker explodes on Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and 1 day ago, tanker explodes at Iyano Isolo, causes chaos in Lagos. So we're still dealing with the same problems. We're still dealing with the same thing. And so I'm saying, well, the government has a duty to this, and I wanted you to speak to what the government's role in this is. The company, because the government can hold the company accountable, and then the people can also hold the company. There's a reason for your education. Like there are legalities that confine both person and company, and within the law, the person who has been undone can be accorded something of a form of compensation, right? Not because the compensation brings back your lost one, but at least in a sense it restores to you something you'll never get back, in a very minor sense, as though to show compassion on the side of the company. And I think it also imposes responsibility on the company to be careful in the managing of their affairs, because there's a price to pay. But somewhere between this is the conflict in, I don't even know if this is conflict or if it's just darkness, so we can't see anything. Because I don't know why all of you are stretching me this afternoon as to what can happen. And someone is mentioning to me in the studio that the events of 2020, October 20th, the toll gate incident may have taken a toll. But at least you're not fighting the government in a direct sense here. You're not saying you're in the streets because you want to upset a government or you want to upset a system. That's not what this is. This is for the Nigerian who has a car, the latest car, the Nigerian who drives an old car, the Nigerian on foot, the Nigerian who's crawling, the Nigerian who may have a voice, the Nigerian who may not have a voice. And I think what radio does is that it allows everyone to have a voice, to have an expression. But so that's not the problem. The voice is not the problem. The reason is a problem. The will is the problem. The logic is a problem. The intellect is a problem. It's so I don't know what to base that on, because off my head I can tell we can separate a political protest from I killed your mom and you want justice. So I'm struggling here, and I just got back, and I'm already tired. Okay, WhatsApp. Can I get a different crowd this time around?
Well, they're starting to speak, but it's almost around the same thing. This person says, imagine me taking Wiki or Tinubu to court, expecting to get a fair justice. I believe you get small money and connections, so you go get justice. It's not the same for every common Nigerian.
No, so it's not about the common Nigerian. It's about the Nigerian people. Why am I repeating myself? What's in the air? Wait, it's not about the common Nigerian. It's about the collective of the Nigerian. It is that Nigerians can frown at a Nigerian death by truck.
Collectively,
that we can say we will not tolerate this, and if you kill someone, we will do this to you until you compensate this family. So here what I'm up against is not the Nigerian and the person who may have done a wrong to the Nigerian. I'm even just trying to get the Nigerian to understand that you have rights and that you can demand for something. And if one voice is not loud enough, 10 voices is loud. Yeah. If 10 is not loud enough, make it 100. Make it 500. Like, you would move until what it is you want you receive. Until then, you don't. Like, you don't stop until you get what you want. Because the truth is, the moment one person gets compensated and all Nigerians are in agreement, the next person will get compensated. That's for sure.
Yep.
So maybe if you're tired of life and you want to go out suicide mission, you go let yourself get crushed by a truck. You sure your children are going to get something for it. All right, that's a bad plan, but yeah. I mean, at this point, but I mean, I would rather that over that you just sit down there and blame me for a topic you barely comprehend.
This person says the government of Nigeria has beaten us to pulp, and our brains seem to have been rewired to accept anything. Imagine the feedback you're getting from your callers who have given up any action to seek redress, blaming the judiciary, politics, and so on, political will, and so on. For instance, Nigerians have given up for the 2027 general election, saying that their votes can't count due to what happened last time. This person says, honestly, I feel disappointed by the irritating responses I'm getting from Nigerians as regarding this topic. The reason for this discussion is to enlighten us and to awaken our consciousness to fight for our rights. Yet Nigerians are reacting like defeated souls. For me, I think Nigerians should seek compensation through the court when incidents like this happen. Try, but even if you're denied justice, if the law does not take its course, then you can take your own course. No one deserves to be killed and act as if nothing happened, and another acts as if nothing happened. This person says, what did this pop up saying? God have mercy. It says, I won't take it lightly if my own person's life is taken. God bless you all in the station. This person says, Joyce, I agree with you. We need to be speaking out and escalating matters of injustice at times like this. However, you must also be willing to sympathize with other Nigerians who are acting from a place of long-running trauma.
No, I can't do that. No, I'm sorry.
Emasculated or powerless.
No. If I did that, I would risk being like you. No, I can't.
Considering all the clogs in our justice system.
No, I will never. There's no price I will not pay to not be like you. Every price is cheap. No, not do that.
For now, one can leverage on what we seem to have that when matters are escalated, the high and mighty in Nigeria are usually compelled by the love of their bloated self-image to show good public spirits out of character. The truth is, when it comes to justice in Nigeria, there are no guarantees. This person says, "I would."
Is it possible? Just a moment. Yeah. Is it possible that I mean, unfortunately, it's this company that's, here in the spotlight. There are trucking companies that have crushed people, right?
Yeah.
And because of whatever is the collective reaction to this particular conversation, the company is responded. The company has a public image to maintain. Plus, you don't want to be the company that's out there killing people. Like, that even just puts all of your assets at risks, right? But I'm even saying that, but because people would collectively put up a pushback, the company can come meet the people where the people are. But if you are the people,
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Attention, secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November. And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head to head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ Debates banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk. You are listening to Open Thought on the sunny side with Joyce. Let's talk.
I'm sure you can reach me. Okay, well, there are so many messages. I think the people who get it are sending the messages now.
Yes, they are now.
Why did it take you forever? Like, you could have prevented all that smoke. Kemi.
Oh yeah, this person says, before you talk about justice, give us the concluding part of your story that the security of the Indian gang pushed you out of the way, because their boss wanted to pass.
Yeah, but I did say what I was going to do. But you see where. So are you making a comparison between the injustice done to me and a situation where your sister gets crushed by a truck to I'm still here? Fina's sister isn't. So I have a chance at justice, and I'm working on that. Fina's sister doesn't. Except you, me, and every other Nigerian collectively guarantees that Fina's sister gets something, and in the event that it has happened to Fina's sister,
it will happen for anybody else.
It will happen for anybody else, including you who wrote me this message. But you see, you don't see it that way. You think that if injustice was done to me and injustice was being meted out against Fina's sister, who's not here, it's the same thing. I despise unintelligence, and I don't know why I bother. I don't. Maybe it's the job. Maybe I have to quit.
Oh no. This person says, I for one will fight to get justice, but in a country like Nigeria that doesn't have a working judicial system, that doesn't make provision for pro bono for the poor man that can't afford to pay the services of a lawyer to get justice. This person says, well done. A report reaching me now from Edo State from a student on our way back to Lagos said that a trailer had crushed a Sienna, leaving 4 people dead. We are discussing and it's happening. May God save us.
Sorry, pardon me. Hold on. Can we confirm that story? When did he send it?
He just
today?
sent it. Yeah, today. Around
That's
past
another
one.
trail. Is what he's saying?
Yeah, he said a report reaching me now from Edo State from a student on our way back to Lagos said that a trailer had crushed a Sienna, leaving 4 people dead. We're discussing and it's happening.
What time is that, please?
This is 1:37.
I need to play music. So while you are arguing with me as to what your rights are, someone is writing to us that I mean, I can't quite independently confirm the story, so we're going to assume that this is a worthy reference point. So if while we're discussing this, another truck or trailer has crushed, how many people did he say?
4.
4 people? Let's go off on a break.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
What's that station again?
Oh, yeah, Kemo, come back. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So that here we did talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
Why are people not believing us? Why would we lie? When you just eat Gary a lot without adding other things, you can have problems with the eyes. Especially when Gary isn't properly processed.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
It's 2 o'clock. It's the headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos, here are some of the headlines we're tracking at this time. Resident doctors give federal government 10-day ultimatum over welfare demands. Lagos to begin second phase of Ogudu-Ifako Bridge repairs, September 3. INEC urges Lagos residents to register in ongoing voter exercise. 1 dead, 2 injured in Ikorodu road crash. Federal government may seek Simon Ekpa's repatriation after Finland jail term. Chief of Defense Staff hails Ekpa's conviction as proof terror sponsors won't escape justice. Federal government denies El Rufai's claim for paying bandits. Ex-APC chieftain Senator Marafa vows to strip Tinubu of 1 million votes in 2027. Federal government admits financial strain on foreign missions over budget and FX policies. And federal government excited as diaspora remittances surge to $600 million monthly. Nestle sacks CEO Laurent Frex over undisclosed relationship. Oil prices rise on Russia-Ukraine conflict escalation. And at least 370 people have been killed in Sudan landslide. Afghanistan quake, death toll rises to 1,411. Beijing holds military parade to mark 80 years since Japan's surrender. And UK warns foreign students to leave after visa expire or face removal. Ultra-Orthodox Jews protest military conscription in Israel. And Israeli President Herzog to meet Pope Leo XIV at the Vatican Thursday. And at least 63 Palestinians killed in fresh Israeli strikes on Gaza. And that's all on the news. If you have a news tip for us, call us on 01465 7175. That is 01465 7175. Thank you so much for staying with us. I am Boluwatife Jagade. The Sunny Side with Joyce continues.
Quality talk.
Intelligent conversations.
Always interesting.
So engaging.
Sometimes even mind-boggling.
Nigeria Info. Ask everyone. Anyone.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk. You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Sunny side. Still very sunny.
I wasn't supposed to come back.
Okay.
I wasn't.
But she came.
Someone sent me a message. Let me read it. She says, so glad you're feeling better. You're back on air with a relevant topic. Those trucks are manslaughter perpetrators and are covered, protected by the union who could actually institute sanity into the system, but instead no accountability. And our recent research in Lekki Axis revealed that over 50% of the trucks had no visible registration or road safety certificate. When I kicked off the show, I asked you, what do you suppose the government needs to do so no other Nigerian dies by the truck? And if for any reason, you shouldn't care for the reason, if for any reason another Nigerian would die by the truck, then at least someone should say, we're sorry, here is 3 billion, here is 1 billion. Because by the time you hold them accountable and they know they can't get away with just killing you, and I'm not unaware of how one voice can be not so loud, but I'm sure as a collective that there's something people can do. But that's not the problem. There's something inside of you that is a hindrance. It's a problem. It's a wheel. It's something. Look, at this point, I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong now. Officially, there's something that shouldn't, but has been normalized. We're gonna go off on a break. We'll be right back. It's 2 p.m. We're done with this topic. Like, if you truly can be okay with getting crushed by the truck, and you think, yeah, well, yeah, why not?
Now there's death by the truck.
I remember when there was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My heroes had the heart to lose their lives out on the limb. And all I remember is thinking, I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy.
What's that station again?
Oh yeah, Demo, come by this bike. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So like here we dey talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one.
You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Let's talk about the part of the conversation, the part of radio that you like. I'm going to hand it over to Kemi, man and woman. No, I'm done with this whole truck thing, man. We can let it sleep. Maybe another day. Maybe another day.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Lagos, we're going into the divorce series now, and the topic is the right spouse. Is that a myth or a proven truth? So, call it.
You know what crossed my mind now?
What?
If the callers who called today was someone's spouse,
What now?
you're better off single.
Wow. Oh,
You're
that's
not that
someone's
slow.
right spouse. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Aside the shades, Lagos, do call in. Let's know if you actually believe that it's a proven truth, like something that can actually exist. Having
I
the
want
right
to ask
spouse.
this lady in the studio.
All
I don't know
right.
why I think women should give us, I would love for women to call the show today. Is it a myth? Is the right spouse a myth?
Or a proven truth? Like
So
is something
for it to be
actually
proven,
exists? Like something that is currently ongoing.
for it to be a myth,
Yeah.
it is that there's nothing like the right spouse. You
Yeah,
just take
doesn't-
what
you
you
just
get
take what you can
and
get
make
on the
do with it.
streets. Just
Like so,
make lemons.
so it's
quickly.
either you have the right spouse or the alternative is
You have something.
you
just
asked
have-
God for bread, He gave you stones. So now you have a catapult and you just wake up in the morning, you aim for the
Stone
bird.
Goliath.
You know,
Stone Goliath. Everybody.
or maybe you're a stonemason. Now you carve stones. I don't know.
Statues, melt them.
All right, so pretty lady, you're on the sunny side. I mean, hopefully this is better than the last hour. Okay, go ahead. So what do you think? What do you think?
First of all, I'll say that understanding the fact that the right spouse is not the perfect spouse is first of all freeing. Understanding that nobody's perfect. So the right spouse.
Once they just tell you nobody's perfect, they're telling you, well, we're going to give you a certain level of garbage and it's going to be yours to live with. Because what do you mean nobody's perfect?
Are you perfect, Joyce?
It depends.
Exactly.
It depends. Do you need me to be?
Can you be perfect?
Do you need me to be?
If I needed you to be perfect.
So are you going to state it based off of your reason or your philosophy? Or is it going to be something beyond you, outside of you?
Let's not forget that perfection is according to philosophy. So your mode of perfection is different. Hers is different. Mine is different.
If the person who taught you, yes, so that's what I'm asking you. So that's what the question is.
So to be
is
from
it by
my
your
point of
standard,
view, definitely
or is
my
it something
standard.
beyond you? So a very good reference point would be, I'm a man of faith, right? And I live to that ideal. So the ideal is my judge because I live to the ideal. I'm a Christian. I love Christ. I love his philosophies. I love his mantra. So I live to that. So if you ask me if I am perfect, it says you walk before me and you're perfect.
Yeah.
If you do this and you do that, you are perfect. If you can do this. So as much as he gives me grace, I wake up every day and aim for that. But if you're going to just sit back from all your bad experiences with all your exes, the ones who loved you, the ones who despised you, come up with a list of what you think a perfect guy is. Can you see? I've given you two different references
You've
now.
given me two different references, but I'm still going to say that, as we've said, it's based on perspective. What you would see as perfection.
I gave you references to a perspective. We're not going to make this perspective appear to be something out of thin air. The reason you shouldn't make it something out of thin air is so that at least you have something you can work with. So that's what I'm asking you. Your background, your exes, what you believe, what you like. If you made a list from that, well, I may not like it enough to want to keep up to it. Then I gave you the alternative, which is what I follow, is I have an ideal and I live to my ideal. So my ideal is already my judge. It is not a perspective. It is a law, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, which is it for you? Are you going to make me a list? Because I said if you want me to be. So for example, my ideal wants me to be. So I wake up every day and I try to be. That's what I mean. Because the other option in your social construct is nobody is perfect. The moment we can accept that, every level of garbage can be explained off. Let me tell you, when I newly joined Nigeria Info, I had, I think it was on language and interpretation, the conversation, I said, let's define what it means when we say nobody is perfect. And everybody agreed. They had excuses. They had blah, blah, blah on nobody is perfect. Then I flipped it and I said, if someone violates you deliberately, like say what your politicians are doing to you, what a friend can do to you deliberately, someone violates you deliberately, is it necessary therefore to seek justice if nobody is perfect and we can blame what they have done to you on their imperfection? Then you can't just suffer the loss and the pain or suffer what they have done to you, and we can excuse their shortcoming by saying nobody is perfect. A very comical one was the Nigerian, the mail callers all agreed nobody was perfect until I told them, hey, you're driving on the road, you're law-abiding Nigerian, and then something happens between you and a military officer. He pulls you out of the car, slaps the light out of you. And then suddenly, every man who has a muscle wants to put up a defense now. Every man who has will wants to argue. No, if he does that, I'm going to challenge him. If I don't hit him back, I'm going to shout at him. The ones who thought they were going to hit him back, because suddenly it's you don't want to blame it on his imperfection. In fact, if anything, you want him to learn from his imperfection.
Can we call that imperfection? That's exactly my own point here. Like I'm
have you thought about what it means when you say nobody is perfect?
If we're saying imperfection, yes. I mean, we can't say that everybody, the way you were brought up, the way I was brought up, you know, we all grew up in different ways. And some things, as you said, maybe like, for example, I know that you don't like when people like are slow or not very like.
I never told you that. How did you pick that up?
Oh, wait. What?
You
what?
It's obvious.
Now? It's everywhere.
Like,
it's.
Like you don't like it. Now, for some persons, they like it when someone is not so, that way. So to you, it's a sort of imperfection. Like, you can't be that slow. You can't be like that. So that's the kind of imperfection I'm talking
someone
about.
said to me in the message, he says, well, Joyce, I agree with you, but you have to sympathize with
the people who have like lost
sympathizing.
hope.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Exactly. That for you,
Why?
right, is a sort of imperfection.
Because I feel that you can be better than that. Because to call it an imperfection is to tolerate it. And there is no price I would not pay to not be that. I would not even tolerate that as an imperfection on me. Because many of the things you call imperfection is just lack of discipline. Because if you truly wanted to change it, you have the capacity to. Many of you brag on the lords of logic. You are gods, right? So suddenly, what? What kind of God are you? The one who has a will but can exercise it? You're so weak, you're overridden by the guts of
Do they see a reason to want to even change it to begin with?
Fine. Are you making my argument or are you making yours?
No, I'm making both arguments.
You can't make out child.
All right.
Like, how do you make both arguments?
I get you, but like at the same time, I'm still going to say that to you is a form of imperfection. And I get the point that you're also making, the fact that the person should be willing to like to change,
unlearn something.
To unlearn
What was
things.
your question? Repeat the question.
So my question is, the right spouse. Is it a myth? That's something that actually doesn't exist,
and what?
or is it a proven truth?
I think it's a proven truth. I think it is a proven truth.
That there is a right person.
That there is a right spouse for everybody. But I just wanted to lay the foundation of the old perfect, because to me,
so your right person has imperfections. Does it include cheating on you?
It doesn't include cheating on me.
But cheating is an imperfection.
That's what I'm saying. That's what.
But cheating is an imperfection now.
To your own self now. According to my
beliefs
and what imperfection
according to
is.
my beliefs, according to my faith, I believe that
Can he slap you when he's mad at you?
It can't slap me.
But that's an imperfection.
That is not an imperfection. That's a problem. That's madness. That's not an imperfection. The imperfection.
Telephone lines are open officially. Open for Tuesday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm not here. Kemi and this pretty lady are gonna. Welcome to the show.
She was here. Also, telephone numbers 020127709993 for males, 020127709993, females 0201-465-7190, 0201-465-7190. WhatsApp number, you already know that one now, 0809-597-5805.
The sunny side is open thought Tuesday. Hello. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Ooh, what's wrong with mine?
Imperfect lot.
Hello.
Hello. Good
Hello.
afternoon. Yeah, welcome. Good afternoon to you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Okay, what is there is that there are laws laid down as regard to perfection, and when you follow the law, who are you then? Are you not perfect? When you drive according to the given rules and regulations of driving, then you obey it. Are you not perfect in that manner? There are different ways of measurement of perfection. Then when God said, be righteous, for I, the Lord God, your God, is righteous, and you follow God's principle, are you not righteous? He said, be holy.
Pardon us, can you just help us out here, please? The question is, is that something like a right spouse, or is it something people made up?
Yeah.
Right means is righteousness now. So when you obey your right, okay, maybe a right spouse. When there is somebody that go along with your method of life, is the right person for you.
Right. Thank you so much, really. I do appreciate it.
Okay, hold on.
You're not done.
You know what? I've been trying to get you since over this accident matter. Because
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No. Another day. When the sun rises, another day. May God be merciful to us. We'll try again that day. Today, it's a wrap today. Hello, welcome to the show, Nigeria.
Hello.
Welcome, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Julie.
Are you a guy? No, we're
I don't
stuffing
even know what
you
just
up.
happened.
No, we're stuff. Are you a guy? You can't sound like that. What should we stuff him with? Crack?
I don't know.
No, that was too light. What? How does your dad feel about that?
I really don't know him.
It may not be a beauty in the eye of the beholder. His girlfriend may not mind though. Open Thought Tuesday then. Hello, how are you? Hey, how are you?
Hello.
It's all right. Call us back. How are you? It's Open Thought Tuesday.
Yes, this is Kenny. Hi, ladies.
Hey, lady. Good afternoon. Welcome, Kenny. Please go ahead.
Yeah, there's a perfect spouse for everyone. My hope is that people find their perfect spouses. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
There's a man that love opinionated, confident women, and some men that don't. So if you meet a man that loves opinionated, confident, you understand what I'm saying? If he meets an opinionated, confident woman, that's a perfect spouse for him. And that's a perfect spouse for the woman. But if, unfortunately, she falls into the arms of a man that does not, or even hates a woman that is confident and opinionated, God help them. Thank you.
Thank you.
99.3
So she said it was a proven truth.
All right. That there
You
is
just have
something as a confident.
a right spouse.
Okay. Hello, welcome to the show, The Sunny Side. Who gives the right spouse? Loads of logic.
Hey! You want to burn the station down? They don't finish answering our real August today. You see them? I'm not there.
Open Thought Tuesday, Nigeria Info.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, this is the Mashup Man.
Yeah, good to have you.
I think there is no set goal and stereotype modulated form that anybody will assume is the way to go when you talk of a partner. But you as an individual, you have standards you set for yourself. The moment you have been able to meet someone who has been able to go within the confine of what you expect as an individual, to you, you can say that this is perfect. But when you talk of perfect
spouse,
partner, you don't have it. Where somebody's wishes end is where another person's starts. So you can't say you have all it takes in one particular person, because they say an individual can never possess the monopoly of all the desirable elements, meaning that what you have may be lacking in the other
More
person.
conversation. More right after this.
It all comes down to this: the clash of brilliance, the roar of conviction, and the fire of words. This Wednesday at 3 p.m., the battle for honor unfolds. It all comes down to this: the clash of brilliance, the roar of conviction, the fire of words. This Wednesday at 3 p.m., the battle for honor unfolds. Majesty Joseph Ojochegbe takes on Ifeoluwa Olaya in the third place showdown on the timeless question, life has no meaning without religion. The real storm breaks on Thursday, September 4th at 3 p.m. The grand finale ignites. Olajolo Akinloluwa faces God's goodness Kokwete on the fiery topic, Nigeria's democracy has failed. And then at 4 p.m, their voices rise again, shaping history itself as they deliver their final blows on the immortal theme, legacy. This is not just a debate. This is the final of finals. This is where champions are made. The legends are crowned. Season 8 of the I Beg to Differ Students Debate Tournament. The champion of champions will be revealed. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk. .3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
We're back. Sincere apologies to our last caller. He was
Very sincere.
he was on a point I needed to ask him a question on. It was about nobody gets everything that they want. So that's the tragedy of thinking and speaking for someone else. The people who are in love have everything that they want. Yeah, and to say that nobody has everything that they want in one person is actually inaccurate. So you can only speak for yourself. At least of that one you are sure. You're not sure of anything. Well, there are not a lot of things outside of yourself you're sure about. I just wanted to highlight that. The people who are in love don't need anything else. They have what they need, which is love in this person. And it's more than enough. It's better than all the money in the world. So we'll go back to the conversation. Is the right person a myth or
a proven truth?
Or a proven truth? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
That means it can happen. It's happening. It's reality.
Well,
or is
if
it
you,
a
if
reality
you are
for you now? That's
yeah.
the
Now there's also are you the right person? Are you with the right person? How many
Would you
right
say you're
persons?
with the right spouse?
How many right persons are you with?
Eh?
On your WhatsApp? How many? Hi, honey. You free tonight? Hey, welcome. It's Open Thought Tuesday.
Yes, can I make my contribution before the line cuts off?
Absolutely. Please go ahead. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
My name is Juliet from Surulere. Now, it is not a myth. I do believe that there is no right person. And I want to answer your question, Joyce. You said if you were praying for bread and God gives you stone, What do you do?
You're a stone mason.
Yes, you can grind. You can take it as a life challenge to grind the stone to a powder and then find a way to bake it.
Honey, if you ask God for bread and he gave you stone.
Yes.
That's not a blessing. I don't know what you're trying to make up here.
You should grind it right now.
Grind stone and what? Make powder? What? Grind stone?
Make cement.
Find a way.
Okay, make cement. Okay, good. Cement. Okay. All right, go ahead.
And so that is it. It's a challenge. It's a journey. The right partner. You yourself are becoming the right partner too.
Oh, so it's a becoming. It's a thing of
journey
becoming.
of becoming, of finding yourselves and making yourselves right for
So
each other.
this person you're trying to make an excuse for, how old is he? 50. And he's still working towards becoming the right partner. You're gonna die at 60. What are we doing here? You sure this is the argument you want to stand by?
You have to have faith.
Exactly.
How old are you?
Bye.
With every decade comes some things to change. Every decade comes change.
So do you know what's obvious here? All the excuses you will make for imperfection, you have called it every name in the book. You're 60 and you're still imperfect.
Nobody's perfect after all. You all said carry your imperfection and walk before me and be made perfect. That's what we're doing. We're walking.
We're speaking to pagans. I'm just asking the pagans, like, what?
Even the members they're joining that group chat.
You're 50.
In this case.
You're 50. Nobody's perfect, but you're making mistakes that you haven't had the consciousness and the will to correct. Do you know what they do with factory errors? Anybody with an idea what they do to factory problem goods?
Like those that have one eye?
Cars that don't start?
Okay. They end up in the dump store?
So if you had a spouse who was a car that wouldn't start, you nobody is perfect him. Like, I know nobody is perfect. We have an obvious idiot in the picture.
Well, what is that obvious idiot?
She's getting better.
No. See, you can see that there are different things coming out now. The whole walk before me and be ye perfect is also giving a form of this person, and the person would come like, oh, you know the Bible said walk before me and be ye perfect.
What kind of friends do you have? Why you sound like you speak to 4-year-olds? What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, we all have.
So wait, a person makes a mistake once, twice, then now tells you walk before me and be perfect. That does it the third time. Get out of here. Open Thought Tuesday. You guys are the worst company to keep. What nonsense. Open Thought Tuesday, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good to have you. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'll take my position from the angle of why do people make mistakes? I think, in my view, marriage is complementary. I've been married for 21 years, and I think making rightness in marriage depends on both parties. My husband and I have agreed what you will not do or what you don't like, don't do to me, and vice versa. So if people just hide under different guises and say there is no perfection. No perfection depends on the people, the partners in the union. What you define as being perfect, what I define as being perfect may not be what we consider. What's going on?
I'm sorry, Kemi was doing something very silly here. I need to fix that real quick.
So as humans, you are vulnerable, but it shouldn't be those things that you spelled out ab initio from the start of your relationship, and then you now turn around and say, because I am human. Because, I mean, there are deliberate actions people take, and then they hide under the guise that because I am human. No, these are things you shouldn't do.
A stupid human. a wicked human, a foolish human, an ignorant, a subhuman, a vacant human. We can run a list.
It's wickedness. It's wickedness. If you put it in the right perspective, you know that this thing, you will not take it, and you are doing it to your partner. And then you now turn around and say, because you are human. For crying out loud. I'm human too. I can do it. Two can play the game. But if you are in a marriage, you should be sincere to your partner and uphold the sanctity of your union. Respect one another. My spouse will not like this. If I do it to him, he will not like it. And if he does it to me, I will not like it. I will not do it. Honor your union. You know, people disrespect people. Just like our leaders, they disrespect the people. They behave anyhow and they come under the guise, I am human. What is you are human? Everybody can do everything evil. Everybody can do everything good. You just walk towards it. It's an intentional act. I want my marriage to work. I will not do this. I will do this. I want to excite my partner. I want to make my husband happy always. And my husband wants to make me happy always. And then we have harmony. And then there is love.
All right. Thank you so much for calling me. Really, you have done some laborious work of trying to make simple something rather complex. I do appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to go to WhatsApp. Someone said I split his brain into three.
Yeah.
You subdivided
it
my brain into three. That's why I'm here. That's who I am. Nice meeting you too. It's Open Thought Tuesday.
This person says anyone who wins an argument with you deserves a place in the Guinness Book World.
Anybody who wins an argument with me?
Yeah, deserves a place in the Guinness Book of Records.
No, I don't. No, wait. Don't you have me misunderstood? I don't think it's about winning the argument. I think that there is an aim to the conversation. At least from my perspective, I have an objective. And it's not to win the argument. Good God, there's something at stake here. And many times you have a friendship at stake. You have a relationship at stake. You have a lover at stake. Yeah. You have, for me, there's something something far superior than winning. I'm just good at who I am. I'm not going to apologize for that. It's not. I'm really just good analytically, and I'm critical, and I can think, and I have depth, and I'm sober, and I'm philosophical, and I can be scientific and literate. I'm who I am, and I use it for the goal that is superior to winning. Winning is never really the point. So what are we trying to do here? So I don't want you to think that I want to win the art. How did you even think? This is the problem with lack of thought or the inability to think. Well, why do you think I want? If a truck crushed you and they gave you $1 billion, are you going to call me and give me money? What do you think I want to win? Like, how is that winning for me? That I want you to, in the event that something happens to you, that you get something in return. You guys are exhausting. Let's talk about the things you like to talk about. Man and woman, you're doing a good job so far, so hey, we'll just keep it up. Kemi, pick it up.
Okay. This person says that, it says something ridiculous. It says, I love you ladies. Since I am not perfect, can I just marry everybody together as lovers?
Who's the most expensive in the room? So you can't even afford Kemi.
What?
You want to marry 3? I can't even believe you counted. You're not even afraid. You put me in that number.
Said 3.
You can't even marry for Kemi. You want to marry you are so greedy.
Greedy man.
Open Thought Tuesday.
This person says, some minds are so reluctant to even sip from a bottle of getting it right. Okay.
Can we introduce the topic again? Good Lord.
So it's just one simple question. Like, you know, the judge will ask you a question, ask you to answer. It's that simple. The right spouse, is it a myth or a proven truth? That's all. Yes, it is a myth. Why?
Or is the alternative nobody's perfect, so anyone you find, you make the best out of it? Because that's what I hear people say. Like,
they are making lemonades out of lemons, cement out of stones. So what are you doing?
Yeah, making
cement out of
snake oil out of serpents.
Good.
You'll be sleeping with all sorts out here. That's in the equation. Open Thought Tuesday, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Sam. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Good to have you, Sam. So, this whole concept of the right person,
Right spouse,
is it real or is it not real?
Okay, the whole concept, I think women are being delusional to that aspect to some point. What I see is they feel like the right partner is always there for them. But then I kind of like want to go with that's on one side. But then inside of me, I feel like the right partner, there's a woman for every man, there's a man for every woman. But then perfection is something that, it's like love is the coming of two imperfect people working towards perfection. So it means that, therefore it means that when you meet someone, even though they are showing you that perfect side of them, there's always something inside of them inherently that you don't know of that will actually materialize. So now, can you now tolerate those people, that part of them that turns out at some point in time? When you're with this person, let's say you get married to this person and you're with this person, can you now tolerate those things that come, the aftermath, So I feel like what you said, love as a myth, or like what was the question again?
The right spouse, a myth or proven truth?
Yeah, So the right spouse is actually a myth. The word is a myth.
So no, life gives you I don't know, and you try to make something out of it. All right, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
That's your stance, right? Because you danced a whole lot only to land nowhere. Is that the right spouse? Yeah. Oh, there is? Oh, okay. All right. Open Thought Tuesday, the right spouse or life gives you what it can and you make the most out of it. Hello.
Hey, Joy, please. Good afternoon.
Afternoon's here.
Yeah. It has been long that I've spoken to you.
I'm grateful it's been that long.
Yeah. It has been long that you said no. Now, has it not been me and Missy who has been the top?
I don't like the slur in your speech.
Wait, let me contribute
Oh, God.
on my. Yeah. How is the day now work?
Work is free.
Should I cut you off?
No, don't
Get
do
to
that,
it. Get to it now. Get to it. We're trying to speak to other people, and I'm trying to be respectful of their time. You understand me?
You wait, let me talk. Only for today now.
Open Thought Tuesday. Hello, good afternoon to you. The volume of your radio set.
Hello?
Welcome. Good afternoon. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Robert.
Oh, heaven, please. Yeah, welcome, Rob.
Okay, I don't believe in perfection. Nobody is perfect, but both of you can work towards perfection.
So that's not really the question, though.
That's even hardly a good response.
So
Wait,
the question...
no, hold on, Kemi. You said nobody is perfect. And then you said both of you can work towards perfection. How do you work towards something that doesn't exist?
Thank you very much. Both of you are coming from a different background. What seems to be perfection in your own eyes might not be perfection in my own eyes. Something might be offensive to you, but I may tolerate it, okay? That is marriage for you. But as both of you continue to live on, you can begin to work towards things that both of you can tolerate.
What both of you tolerate is not perfection. It is what you tolerate. The truth doesn't bend. So the concept of perfection is towards the truth. Just because you tolerate something doesn't make it the truth.
Even Joyce, if you look at from the inception, even where God gave Adam Eve, when he later fell, where God called Adam told God that it was the woman that you gave to me. You understand? Had it been Adam choose for himself, he will not give God that reply. So that tells you that nobody is, especially women, let me put it that way. I don't want to. I don't want you to blow me with.
You're in the lion's den already. Might as well just brace up for your death.
Because I know you very well, Joyce. Anything I mention about me, I've been in marriage for at least for some time now. My child will soon be in the. But what I understand about marriage is that as a man, you need to tolerate a lot. Though women, let me tell you, Joyce, I'm telling you, some women are very close to the devil. Even it's proven in the Bible. It is true. No, wait now. Joyce, wait. Women.
She's waiting.
Even biblically, women are very close to the devil. Job's wife was very close to the devil. You understand? Adam's wife was very close to the devil. You understand? So that was why they were taking advice from the devil. But God, Adam was able to stand. So, as a man, if you are married, like as I am now, there are things that whenever the devil wants to make use of my wife, I know, I say, it is true. So I will just stand on my ground. At times, I will keep quiet. At times, I walk away from the home. I know that by the time I come back, that is the imperfection and perfection I'm trying to tell you about. You understand?
We do.
Oh, your wife is. So hold on, Ham.
You should try.
Your wife and the devil share proximity.
You say what?
Your wife and the devil, one and the same. We can't tell them apart.
Joyce, see, let me tell you. As I told you earlier, a woman may be very saint to you before you marry her. Immediately you marry her, there are some that she will not begin to manifest.
So men are not close to the devil. It's women that are close to the devil.
Women are more closer to the devil than men. I'm telling you, it's something that men can tolerate, so women will never tolerate it.
So just because your woman wouldn't tolerate your inefficiency,
I'm not making reference to my women. I said women. I've dated women.
She's close to the devil.
I have a lot. I have a lot of girlfriends in this Lagos, more than 50.
I'm not close.
And I know. I begin to fish out each character of every one of them, and I say, if I marry you, this is how we behave in my marriage, and it's working for me. So there is no type of character that a woman will bring that I will not stand. I am telling you.
I really sympathize with your wife, to be honest. Like, the Lord is her shepherd.
Thank you.
Because the devil isn't, for sure.
When you get to the bridge, Joyce, you will know how to cross it. I am telling you.
Of course. By God, what do you think I have learned?
You are not married now. You cannot get a perfect man. I'm telling you. A time will come that your man will behave somehow. You begin to wonder. But before you marry, maybe you were dating him, it will be so lovely and everything to you. But as soon as you enter...
Once I marry him, he becomes close to the devil.
Yeah, they used to go and collect
that manifestation of that devilish attitude will come on him at times.
It will come on me.
Sorry. So does the devil also manifest through you? Since he can do it...
Of course.
But,
the devil cannot come in public and say, I am the devil to you.
So uses your wife.
The ability for you now as a joy to manage your husband will make the relationship keep going.
So if I don't tolerate him, then devil is using me. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Joyce.
My sympathies to your wife. Only God knows what her eyes are seeing. That thing she calls it. Like, only God knows what she's seeing. Oh, wow. Kemi, you've been accused of being close to the devil.
Hello. I'd like to say that I remove myself and my sister and my friends and away from that category. Which one is that we're closer to the devil?
How some men come up with theories?
We're closer.
Usually, I wonder.
I mean, it sounds funny.
I mean, they have this way of coining like self-soothing ideas that just serves whatever it is that
the illusions in their heads, right?
Like women,
the first person said.
And then they find the scripture that goes with it. It was the woman who collected blood from the serpent. So the woman is always sort of like the problem for the man. They have a way of just wrapping it around
fellow mortal being. I dare you to do not lay with ignorant men. There is tragedy in this life, and then there's ignorant men. There's tragedy. And then there is ignorant people. Maybe let's just not say men. Like, just you pay a price you can't afford just mingling with ignorant people. If there's any truth in this world, that is the real classism. The ignorant and the knowledgeable.
wise.
Like that really, that's the real classism. Not money. Not money. Not money. But yeah, I guess you're not ready for that conversation. If you ever consider my
Just
words,
one
consider that.
question,
Open Thought Tuesday.
Just one.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Lady J, welcome back. Good afternoon.
Oh
ma'am.
dear, I wish I felt welcomed. Afternoon to you. Welcome.
Kemi, hello.
She's close to the devil. Be careful.
Hey,
what? I beg you.
Tell us your name. Go
We are
ahead.
close to the devil. Oh God. Oh God.
I belong to Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Lady J, I don't know what to say.
Oh.
And the only thing I called to say is that I pray I am never associated in my life with educated illiterates. So did you have yourself a wonderful day? Bye-bye, ma'am.
Oh, that was. Oh, really?
That's all the summary you get, to be honest.
Get out of here. Who's talking to you?
Educated illiterates. I was telling me, you know, you can go to school, read all the books, do PhD, do masters, and still be an illiterate.
Open Thought Tuesday.
Ah.
It's a fight for your lives out here. Hello, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Welcome. What's your
Good
name?
afternoon. Someone from Ikoyi.
Welcome, Sam.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to debunk what the statement that man said. I think his own is a personal problem. I feel every woman is sweet, you know. So I feel like most of the time we move with our biases. So what I would describe as perfect is
Go ahead, I'm with you. Please go ahead.
so okay. So the person I often see as perfect is someone that there's this part of the song in NF song. He said the real you is defined. It's not defined by the size of pocket. The real you is who you are when nobody's watching. Now that real you is the imperfection in you, and that real you is what I want to see and work with. So if I'm with someone, definitely I know that this person is very imperfect. So,
wait, did you just say that the real you is what is imperfect?
The real me.
That sounds like a social construct, though. But I'm going to let you have it. It sounds like you're imitating or you're repeating what you have heard society say.
No. I'm just buttressing on that. That's why I had to make a reference on just that part. I'm not saying not everything I'm saying is coming from someone, you know. So I have to make a reference, yes, of that point.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, yeah. So if sometimes we judge people that are not like us, you know. So when this person is not like me, I feel like, oh, this person is very imperfect. Meanwhile, this person has something very sweet within them that you don't know. But because of your bias, you tend to feel like this person is
all right,
imperfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're going to have to go to WhatsApp right now. Cammy's going to have to pick it up where they're leaving it off.
They are leaving it. They are really leaving. This person says, right spouse is not real. Whoever you meet, that's your cross. Carry it with your perfection.
Wait, carry it with your perfection.
You are the perfect, so you carry it.
And then the person you go to spend forever with is a cross.
It's a cross. His own is a
it's
cross.
All right, well,
yes.
It's all right.
This person says, the right spouse make use of our wisdom if we are ready. I don't understand what that is. This person says, Joyce, are you a Virgo? This person says, it's not fair for an elephant.
Who are Virgos? What are their characteristics?
I do not know them.
Tell me what the Virgos are.
Okay, go ahead. Do your research.
Just so you are clear, but yeah, just curious to figure out what you're figuring out.
This person says, it's not fair for an elephant to be in a relationship with a rat or a tiger to befriend a python. The right spouse for each of someone that is someone that is approximate to them in character, values, nature, and maybe nurture.
That's inaccurate. That's fundamentally inaccurate. Have you seen animals befriend themselves, like a cat and a dog who are friends?
Mm-hmm.
Or a horse and a dog who's friends? You see a dog and a man friends.
Chicken and dog.
You even see people who have catered to cubs whether tigers or lions from birth.
Yeah.
And the animals become big, and they really get to love this person who has been like a friend or a brother.
Brother to them.
So
the python dating a chicken is not.
Well, there's a video I saw of a guy who raised a croc, and the croc is his friend. Like the croc, you see them, they play in the water, it never opens its mouth, not a threat. People are friends with snakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, no thank you. But yeah, just needed to highlight that. Hold on a second. We're going to go for the break. When we come back, a message is to be read. I want to thank you all very much. Hold your breath. We'll be right back.
It all comes down to this: the clash of brilliance, the roar of conviction, and the fire of words. This Wednesday at 3 p.m.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as